1983 Austin Mini. Before we go around the bodywork and things like that, I'm just going to give you a little bit of information that the vendors informed us when the car was dropped off yesterday. So it's now a 1340cc, so it was a 1275 bought out to 1340. It's got a 4-pin diff with a 344 ratio, ultralight flywheel backplate, Alden red distributor, straight cut drop gears, and a straight cut close ratio drop gears on the gearbox. A 1.2cc head volume, raised camshaft, and it's got 73.5 Omega pistons in there as well, and a lightened Cooper S conrod. So it's got all the work's been done to this one. He's used it as a sort of a very light roadway / rally car. But James will detail all that information on the website there. So we're going to start off the bonnet work our way around this little Mini onto the interior, and then we'll go for an engine start up. It's lovely and straight up the bonnet, all nice and tidy. The odd little imperfection, the paint here and there. As far as most sort of road rally cars I've seen, it's certainly in better condition than normal. A little bit of bubbling just on the start there, just left hand side of the washer jet. A few imperfections in the paint here. See bits and pieces there across the scuttle. There is a little bit of dust in the paint as well. Let's come down the front, you'll see you've got the big sibbies on there. Those sides headlamps are lovely and clear. Your bonnet locks are now on those spring quick release clips. Bit of corrosion on the left hand side underneath the headlamp there. It's not too bad, with it being sort of cream you normally see if it hasn't really come through the paint yet. Bumper's okay, got some pitting onto it, but it's not dinged or dented. Again, a little bit starting on the right hand side wing. As we come up onto the top of the driver's wing, all nice and straight. A few little stone chips and some bubbling in the plastic arches. Lovely little 10-inch alloys all the way around there as well. I will stick the camera underneath in a second. A little bit of bubbling here on the right hand side there, and a bit of paint off the edge of the door there. Not too bad on that A-pillar there at all. Nice and straight down the driver's door. All nice and clean and tidy apart from the front section that we've just seen there. A few little bits of dust and the odd little stone chip and a scratch on the door itself. Up onto the roof, all nice and tidy across the roof. Again, a few bits of dust and the odd little nib in the paint there. A little bit of a dent at the back of the roof there. But apart from that, nice and presentable. All nice and tidy across the roof. Nice and clean in the gutter rails as well. Down the rear quarter on the right hand side, nice and tidy on the rear quarter. A little bit of rust starting at the back of the rear quarter, right hand side. Around the arch, all nice and straight and tidy. Again, the odd little imperfection in the paint there on the right hand side. Again, matched 10-inch wheels all the way around there. Lovely little arches as well. I'll quickly stick the camera underneath so you can have a good look underneath there. All nice and white, nice and clean underneath the floors there. Get right underneath so you can have a good look at that. Across the sill section there. As we come round on the rear, around the windscreen, around the rear window, sorry there, all nice and tidy again. Sort of glue off the trim more than anything, that's not rust there. Nice and tidy on the bottom half as well. Obviously your fuel cap's being blanked, you'll see in a minute when we get into the boot that it's got a alloy tank in the boot there. I know they're normally in the boot, but it's been moved. A few little marks on the tailgate itself. No rust around the lights at all. All nice and clean and tidy. Left hand side as well. And no rust across the boot anywhere. All nice and straight across the back there with the big reverse lamp. Obviously, you'll see we've got the latch and another release there on the boot. Underneath from the back rear valance, nice and clean as well. Try and get the camera underneath there from the back so you can have a good look at that there. But I say James will detail all the spec on this one because it's had a fortune spent on it. Certainly couldn't build it for the guide price, that's for sure. Nice and tidy on the left hand side rear quarter. Just close that door properly. Again, some bubbling in the plastic on the arches on the rear there. Rest of the quarter is all lovely and straight. As we come down the lower half, got a little bit of bubbling at the bottom of the rear quarter and onto the passenger door in the corner there. But apart from that, nice and tidy on the quarter. Nice and straight down the passenger door, and again a little bit of bubbling. The front section, the mid section there, the door, you can see that across the bottom of the door there, but it is a race car, so it's sort of to be expected really. You can see where the money's gone on the engine, suspension, wheels, tyres, seats, that sort of stuff. Nice and tidy on the A-pillar there. A little bit just at the bottom corner, and again some bubbling in the plastic arch, but no rust coming through around the arch on the wing. And I've already pointed that bit out, and a little bit at the front there. Onto the interior now. We've got a full roll cage in here. Door card itself, nice and tidy. No problems at all, no rips or tears. Roll cage fitted. Have a good look at that there. All nice and clean and tidy. Nothing hanging off anywhere. You'll see nice little map pouch there in the headlining. Headlining's lovely and clean as well. Nice little extra. Aftermarket steering wheel. Nice black carpet set. Lovely Cobra bucket seats with your harnesses there. And they're a slightly wider fit. I hadn't fitted it for a change, and not a skinny boy seat for once. But lovely and tidy, no rips or tears or snagging at all there on the driver's side. You'll see we've still got the rear seats in the back there with a spare wheel. Have a good look at that there. Dash is nice and clean and tidy. All nice and tidy across the dash there. Still got the heater fan in as well. All nice and straight in there. Into the boot now. Like I say, you've got the alloy fuel tank there. You can see that there. Obviously they're normally in the corner, so that has been moved. I think closer's nice as well. You don't have to slam anything shut on this Mini. It's all nice and tidy, nice and usable. Quick little road car. Across the passenger door card again, good condition. A few little marks at the front here. We've got your little map lamp and your little pen holders for your co-driver. And again, no marks at all, rips or tears for those lovely Cobra bucket seats there. Again, matching harnesses on the left-hand side. Into the engine bay now. Have a good look at this engine bay here. Go nice and slow around there. You can see it's on twin carburetors as well. But like I say, James will detail all the information on the engine, anything that the vendors informed us of paperwork wise of what's been done will be detailed on the website. I'm going to fire it here up on cold start up here. One of the best start Minis we've had on the carburetor, that's for sure. Fired straight into life there. That's a cold start up as well. No problems at all with that. And there you have it, the A-Ridge Mini 1275. Like I say, bored out 1340 with the Cooper Con mods and all the toys on it there. Like I say, it'll all be detailed on the website of what's been done to that, but I think that's ready for competition, that one.